Families of the Bible, what can they teach us? Today we're looking at a single man. His name is not known. All we know that he is somebody that went to Jerusalem and just to worship. So let's look at this man who is teaching us something. He's a guy that is working for the queen. He takes care of the finances of Candace, the queen of Ethiopia. And then he goes from where he lived up to Jerusalem. What is surprising about this man is he cannot be married because he was probably serving the queen. And just the name means that he was not married. He had to stay single, and they made sure that he could not do anything with the royal court. But he goes from there, goes up 4,400 kilometers. That's about 61 hours in a car. Why does he go? To worship God. He doesn't know Jesus. All he knows is God. But there's something happening that he goes to Jerusalem, worships God, and then it's from Jerusalem to Gaza. Now we hear about Gaza in the news a lot these days, but can you imagine? The Ethiopian was there in that same region. Now he goes and he's reading a scroll, the scroll of Isaiah. I think it's Isaiah 53, and he doesn't understand. There the Holy Spirit will talk to Philip and says to go to talk to the Ethiopian. Philip looks and he says, "You're reading that?" He says, "I don't understand." And then Philip starts explaining that Jesus is the Messiah, and from Isaiah 53, that's the man. He came, he died, he rose again, he's in heaven. And the Ethiopian automatically believes, and he sees water and he says, "Can I get baptized? Because I believe." Philip says, "Why not?" He gets baptized, and voila, Philip says the Spirit took him and brought him somewhere else, and the Ethiopian goes back home and he's just enjoying. What can that man, a single man from Ethiopia serving in the royal court, can teach me today as a family? The first thing is, don't wait to get married before you serve the Lord. Serve the Lord right now. Start right now. You don't have to be married to serve the Lord. Even Paul says you have more time and more energy, and your focus is more on the Lord. That when you're married, your focus becomes on the family, becomes on your wife, on the children. So what I'm learning is, as a single person, serve the Lord now, and God will bless you for it. The second thing is the willingness of this man to worship God. As single people, often what I see is it's a lot about our future. It's a lot about what we're going to do, and we're concentrated on us and our future. But the reality is, if you don't put God first now, you'll have a hard time to put God first when you're married. Because when you're married, you have a lot more distraction. So will you be able to, when you're married, to get up in the morning and say, "We're going to church, we're going to work for the Lord," if you haven't been doing it when you were single? Because if it was about you, and now that you're married, you think it's going to be about God, forget it. I'm telling you, it's not the same thing. Paul says it. And this is a verse that I love in Romans 12:11. It says, "Never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically." As a single person, you're going to say, "My, you're going hard." I married when I was 35. So until 0 to 35, I served the Lord. Started at 16 serving the Lord, and in children's ministry. Whatever my hand could find in the church, I did. Vacuum, clean, mow the lawn, just be a help. Even when I started ministry, I wasn't preaching, I was cleaning the bathrooms, sending out cassette tapes to people that were ordering, and just serving, driving, going around. Whatever my hand found to do, I did it. As a single person, you have that possibility right now. You're not tied up. So why not try serving the Lord? And when you get married, it's going to be just a normal thing to bring your family into serving the Lord. You see? Families of the Bible, an Ethiopian teaching us, serve the Lord. Shalom.